Hi, I'm Paul Little, Concertmaster of the Island Symphony Orchestra. Every year, the orchestra holds its Young Performers Competition, highlighting the many young and talented musicians Long Island has to offer. And while the orchestra hasn't been able to share its music with you since early 2020, I'm happy to announce that the competition did take place this year, and we were able to select a winner for our 2021 Young Performers Competition, Spencer Rubin. An oboist, Spencer wowed the judges with perhaps one of the most impressive performances we have ever seen in this competition. I recently had a chance to sit down with Spencer and chat with him about his blossoming music career. Let's meet our winner, Spencer Rubin. All right, so I am here with the winner of the 2021 Island Symphony Orchestra Young Performers Competition, Spencer Rubin. Spencer, first of all, congratulations on winning. How you feeling, my man?
Thank you so much. It's such a great honor to be the winner of this competition.
Yes. It was truly in a lot of years it's fun and sometimes also challenging to sit there and listen to video after video and tape after tape. Um, I remember thinking to myself as soon as I saw your video, like this was going to be a fun year to sit back and listen to everything. So anyway, yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? So
Sure.
what you got going on?
So I'm 16 years old and I've been playing the oboe for around 10 years now. This is my fourth year studying at Juilliard Pre-College, where I study with Elaine Duvas and Yusun Chung. And in the summertime, I love to do music festivals. So in the past, I've been to Tanglewood and Aspen. And I also enjoy teaching oboe students. And I also work with the Back to Bach project, where I'm a regional director. So through that, we bring music to children who don't really have access to a great music education.
Yeah, so I mean, just listing all the things that you do, it's amazing because you kind of hear all these things that normally you hear adults doing, right?
Yeah.
People my age, people older. So you're very, I guess, mature in your musical career for being 16, right? You're only 16. You're a relative baby, I guess. And actually, speaking of maturity, a lot of the judges actually mentioned how mature your playing was. So I guess my question to you is, when do you think it all kind of, I guess, clicked for you? Like, when did you really decide that, you know what, playing the oboe is that thing that I really want to do?
Yeah. So from a young age, my parents really valued a music education. And so I started taking piano lessons when I was around 5 years old. And my brother would play the cello and my mom played the flute. So I was always surrounded by classical music in my house. And I've always really loved music, but I decided that playing oboe was what I really wanted to do for the rest of my life when I started going to Juilliard Pre-College because I was finally around people who were just like me and who were so passionate about music. And I really wanted to be part of that community for forever. And my dad always says that if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. And so I really take that to heart. And I truly think that being a musician won't really be like work. It will be just like a fun thing to do.
Exactly. Yes. It is a lot of fun. Um, even kind of being stuck in our own little sort of bubbles that we've been in for the past year, right?
Mhm.
And we actually have a special guest joining us. He's the music director of the Island Symphony Orchestra. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Stewart.
Hi, Spencer. It's great to have you with us. I wanted to congratulate you on behalf of the Island Symphony Orchestra for being the first prize winner of the 2021 Island Symphony Orchestra Young Performers Competition. We were thrilled to hear your recording. We're very excited to present you, and we're hoping that we can work together in the future sometime and in person, hopefully when that all happens again. And it's very exciting to see such talent and to know that you have such bright things ahead of you in your career going forward.
Thank you so much.
All right, Eric, thanks. I'll see you either in the ether of the internet or when we actually do get together as an orchestra whenever that is.
Yep, hopefully soon. Maybe just for some reading for fun, maybe for some actual concerts. Either way, hopefully at some point Spencer can be a part of that.
Yes.
So I'll see you guys later. Nice meeting you and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Okay. Take care.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a really weird year for us musicians, right? I mean, the orchestra, we haven't been able to rehearse, we haven't been able to perform. Obviously, you've, been stuck in the same sort of boat that we've all been in. And I bet you've been really dealing with just like a lot of different changes in sort of your musical life and your musical world. How's music and how's music in your life been completely different compared to sort of normal years?
Yeah, totally. So starting in March, everything has been virtual, and through Juilliard, our academic classes haven't really been severely impacted by the change, like theory and ear training classes, but we haven't had in-person orchestra for a very long time. And however, a substitute to that, which we were able to work out, is I'm playing in a small woodwind ensemble, and it meets every other week. And with that, we obviously wear a mask, and we actually have a bag cover around our instruments to try to keep things as safe as possible, in addition to playing 15 feet away from every other musician.
Yeah.
And
We're all in our little.
my private yeah, my private lessons have been over Zoom for a very long time, and so I've had to experiment with audio settings and microphones, which I'm sure all other musicians have experienced the same thing. And I've seemed to figure out a good setup, but obviously I'm still playing around with what works best. And chamber music is actually something that's very hard these days because the interaction with musicians is so important in chamber music, like body movement and eye contact. And so although we've been able to do some forms of chamber music through Zoom, it's obviously not the same as it was before.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And actually, I remember you were just talking about how everything just suddenly stopped. I mean, one of the other hats that I wear is as the conductor of the West Islip Symphony, and I'm never gonna forget. We actually had a concert scheduled Friday, March 13th,
Mhm.
which is of course the day that everything shut down. So it's going to be one of those days that's going to easily be sort of remembered for years and years, and actually just this entire year, of course, as well. Just sort
Right.
of absolutely memorable for years to come. Um, I want to read to you a comment from one of the judges. If you remember what I was saying before, that this was such a really memorable year of submissions to listen to and watch. And so one of the judges, she actually wrote to me, speaking of you, you are very talented and musical. As a wind player, I'm not going to reveal what she plays, but she's a wind player. I was most impressed with your breathing technique and phrasing. You look like you have a great deal of fun performing this piece. And actually later on, we'll have your actual performance, so the rest of the audience can kind of see what it is we saw. So I guess the question is, how much of making music do you think is just, all about having fun? Or what do you really think that music is all about? Making music is all about?
So first, I just want to thank the judge for the very nice comment. And as an oboist, to go back to the breathing topic, it's very important to manage how much air you use at the beginning of a long cadenza, like in this Pasculi, because knowing that you can't breathe in the middle of a phrase it allows you to prepare your wind ahead of time. And um, going back to the having fun while playing music, since music is the thing that I love to do most, it is a lot of fun for me, which makes practicing enjoyable. And and like anything you love to do, hard work is worth doing because at the end of the day, it's something that you can be proud of. And I find that when you enjoy practicing, it makes the process a lot easier. And And for this piece specifically, it's very technically challenging, but it's fun for me to take something that's hard and master the technique and then make it my own after I've mastered all of the hard parts. And so music should be fun, but it's hard to work at it for a while and it requires a lot of time practicing.
Yes, yes. I was actually thinking while you were speaking, I was thinking before about something your dad said, and it reminded me kind of something that I always think as well. Like when you put a big effort into something, you get that big result coming out, right? So yeah, it's actually really interesting. We have sort of this like parallel thinking. We're on like the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Um, Going away from music a little bit. Speaking of, having fun. What other hobbies do you have? Like, what other things do you like to do in your spare time?
Yeah, so I would say two of the other activities I love to do are just art in general. So like 3D art and 2D art. And I'm into pottery, so I love working on the wheel and making some
Pottery.
yeah, some nice pottery for the house. And in addition to that, I love hiking. When I went to the Aspen Music Festival, I'm sure you know Aspen area has gorgeous mountains, and I really got into hiking there. I just love the process of working so hard to get to the top of the mountain, and then when you get to the top, you're exhausted, but you get to see the gorgeous view, and it's all worth it. And
Right.
yeah, I really got into hiking then. So now every vacation, I'm like, where's the nearest mountain I can go hike?
Yeah, we gotta find a giant cliff to go climb up that thing. So Spencer, tell me, what's next? Where do you hope that music is gonna take you after everything, I guess, quiets down and we can go back to normal?
So my plan is to go to a conservatory, and then after that, I hope to play in a major orchestra, and I hope to keep performing for audiences all around the world, and hopefully we'll be back to normal sometime soon where that could be possible.
Yes, yes. You definitely have a great head on your shoulders. Like I said, big effort in, big effort out. Just like you're talking about climbing the mountain, right? The big effort of climbing the mountain, and then you sort of reap the benefits of I did that. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's an excellent mindset to have. Spencer, thank you so much for sitting down. Tell me, where can we find your music? Where can we find more about you?
So you can find some more recordings of mine at my website at spencerrubin.com.
SpencerRubin.com. Okay, so we'll have a link to that in the video description, as well as we'll put a little subtitle down there. Yes, Spencer Rubin, congratulations.
Thank you so
Hopefully,
much.
we'll get to work together in the very near future. And now here's Spencer's winning performance.